Mike Phillips here, 3D Garage in sunny Stuart, Florida. And I happen to have my good friend Mark here. Mark, how you doing?
Hey Mike, I'm good. You?
And this is one of Mark's cars. Mark, what is this? Tell us about it.
It's an original 72 Olds 442, and it still has the original paint, original vinyl top, still has the original windshield and all the glass, and I've had it since I basically graduated from high school. So I've had it I'm second owner.
Second owner. That's quite the story. And you know, considering it's 50 years old, it's in incredible good shape. And it's just really in great shape. And I got to be honest, I drove it around the block a few times. It still runs and drives really good. Sounds good too.
Good.
So, yeah.
I really like that.
Well, 442, share with everybody what 442 stands for.
Well, everybody has their own thing with it. I think the originals were 400 4-barrel dual exhaust type setup. I don't really know exactly. I hear different things. But
yeah.
This one has a 455 in it, and it's automatic transmission.
Yeah. So that's a big block, by the way, in case you didn't know. So I always thought 442 was 4-speed, 4-barrel, dual exhaust, 442.
So that's probably what it is.
Probably what it is, yeah.
Because they changed engines a few times over the years.
Now, the reason this is here is because this thing had wiper marks in it, and you were so kind to let us use it for a video to showcase our new product, which is the 3D glass polish. And when this first came in, it had your basic wiper marks, plus it had a lot of random swirls and scratches. I figured from snow tools. You're originally
Absolutely.
From Kansas.
Yeah, this is a Kansas car, so it had a lot of ice on the windscreen.
Yeah, and it just happens. You know, over 50 years, you get a lot of scratches in there. So we polished all those out, but you had some deeper wiper marks or some gouges actually on the passenger side.
Yeah, they were something, I don't recall what happened back then, but the wiper arm was bent, and I wasn't in a position to replace the wipers at the time for whether it was remote or whatever, I don't remember, but
sure.
A lot of grinding and digging going on in that, those ellipses of grooves, and you could feel them so obviously with your fingernail. They were very deep, so I never expected that they'd ever go away, but it's the original windshield.
Yeah. And
that's the last thing I wanted to do was pop that windshield out.
Yeah.
So,
have you ever tried to look for a replacement in case you needed one?
No, I know they're there.
Yeah.
And I know that they're also PPG coated and such, so they're very, very similar to the originals, but they're not
the original.
Dated.
Yeah. This has the date code down there in the corner. So what I tell people is when it comes to glass, there's 3 reasons people don't want to replace it. 1, they want to keep the car all original. 2, maybe a replacement cannot be found, okay? In some cars it cannot be found. And then 3, a lot of times when you pull the glass out, you're gonna find rust, you know? And no right-minded car guy is gonna just slap a new windshield and leave the rust there. So when you pull the windshield out, if you do find rust, you just turned a windshield replacement project into a body off, full rotisserie restoration. The car's gonna be off the road for years. It's gonna cost a lot of money. You know, and a lot of guys don't wanna do that. They wanna drive the car. If they can just polish out the scratches, they'd be happy.
I'm thrilled because that's what, and for me, you know, like a lot of us, all the cars that we've had or have, every time you take it in for something to be done, what happens?
You get damaged.
You get damaged.
Yeah.
And it's like this is a situation where it's like I've already had enough of those issues in the past, so I didn't want to go through it again.
Gotcha. Well, I'm happy to say that our new polish, it works great. You can see through the window now safely, and we don't have to replace it. And it just adds to the overall look of the car, having a nice, clear, shiny, no scratches in the glass. The paint is all shiny. The vinyl top's looking good. The tires are dressed. This thing's ready for a cruise. You going anywhere special with it?
I'm sure I will. I can't tell you where yet, but yeah, definitely so. I'm really proud of it.
Well, these cars, especially with the big block, are really popular. I mean, it's an iconic muscle car, Detroit Iron. You know, who's not going to like it? And the color, what do they call this color anyway?
This one is Saturn Gold.
Saturn Gold. Wow, it really lights up. You know, I buffed the whole thing out with 3D Speed, which is one of our most simplest products we have. And yet it does just amazing results for a one-step. So
you did a beautiful job on this. I mean, again, it came back through where it glows. And when you see this, the original Saturn Gold paint jobs, they being that one-stage lacquer in the sun, sometimes they're greenish gold and other times they're yellow gold, and it's just amazing how they pop outside. And when like this, it's already popping inside. So
it looks good.
I can't wait.
So tell you what, thank you so much for trusting 3D with your car.
Thank you.
And for anybody watching this, if you've got scratches in your glass, you can get our 3D glass polish at 3dproducts.com. And of course, you can get all the wonderful 3D products up on our website. Anyway, Mark, tell you what, I'm going to pull some stuff out of the way, and you are free to take this thing home.
Very good.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
Thank you.